Alright, guys, just, not just, I watched that Manchester and Chelsea game, and, yo, I gotta say, like, for real, Manchester United, I don't know how lucky they're gonna be. I don't care what anyone says, they did not deserve to win the game. They certainly didn't really deserve to score, let alone twice. Chelsea should have battered them, really should have. They didn't push up enough. Or not even that they didn't push enough. They didn't take their chances. Morata still can't score a goal. If you, it doesn't even matter. There's no analogy for it. He just can't score a goal. Motherfucker just can't score a goal right now. I see why they keep in faith with him. He's young. You know, Giroud's old, but I'd still put Giroud on because he can get the job done, and especially for this season because y'all Chelsea are title contenders. I don't care what anyone says. They're title contenders. They made Liverpool struggle. They made, I don't want to say they made United struggle because anyone can make United struggle. But after that game, it gave me some clarity right now that I don't think United want to be back to their normal selves again. I think they're okay with being the worst top 5, 6 side in the league. I don't care anyone who says, "Oh, I expect them to finish second." Anyone who thought they were about to finish second, I called that they wouldn't. Well, look now. Hazard is doing Hazard. That guy, it's taken a while, but he's finally being given a role where he can really just go ahead and do his thing. And what's scary is that Chelsea field, it's small. That's a small field. And he does that on a small field. Boy, let me tell you, if he goes on a real field, a big field, man, nobody's going to touch him. It's just amazing to see him play. Well, okay, let's first talk about the away team. Let's talk about United. They're still having problems. I'm not surprised. I'm Mourinho out because I do think that some of their situation isn't entirely his fault, but he plays a big part, and the fact that he doesn't take responsibility for it just shows his, I don't want to say arrogance, I don't know the right word, but just shows just kind of how much of an asshole he kind of is. I mean, if you're dissing me in the video, not video, I'm sorry, in the media, if I'm your player and you're dissing me, hey, we're gonna have to talk. We need to go have that three minute lunch break, and we need to talk because you're not gonna diss me in the media. You can come tell me to my face about that. It's just crazy to see that they haven't fired him yet. They should have fired him. They should never have hired him. As I've said for a lot of things, everything that I've thought so far for United has come into fruition. Everything that should have happened has not. That I've hoped that would have happened. Pogba coming back, I knew that him coming back would be a bad idea. I told him that United are too far gone. That motherfucker decided not to listen and he decided to go to the club of his dreams, club that he loves. It's fine that he did that, but he's not even in good form, and his rumors are he's unhappy. I hope that's not a rumor because he should have left. And I see him, if he goes to Barcelona, it can go two ways. He can either be terrible at Barcelona, or he can be really good at Barcelona. It's those two things. I know it sounds like, oh well, those are the only two options, but Pogba isn't like, how do you say, he's a creative player, but the difference between a Barcelona player is that a Barcelona is thinking ahead of play all the time. Pogba, he kind of dwells on the ball a lot. I mean, he's a World Cup winner. You need to give him respect. I mean, I respect him because he won the World Cup, and he did have a good World Cup. But I think Mourinho didn't learn from that World Cup is that he needs someone behind him to pick up the defensive end because he's attacking. Pogba's gonna attack. That's what you signed him for, is it not? And if it isn't, well, that's what you got. And we're talking about signings. Ed Woodward, bro, come on. He plays a part in this whole Manchester United mess. He does. He's not getting the signings that Mourinho wanted. And of course, for a coach, if you're not getting what you wanted, you're going to struggle. And people are going to look at you to blame. You're always going to be the first one to blame. But to be honest, it's not like he got the worst players. And this quality of a coach that should be adaptability, he does not have. He can't. This shows that if Mourinho does not get exactly what he wants, he can't succeed. Because with a team like this, he should be doing a lot better. He should. It's too. He has too much quality for it to be that bad. Of course, the players play a part because they've given up on him. They must have. If they haven't, wow, man, you must be bribing them or something. Because I don't see how you could keep that locker room alive after some of the results y'all face. Right now, I'm playing Football Manager, guys. I like the multitask. But after everything he's gone through, it's no surprise to me that everything that the club's been through, it's no surprise that the fact is that they're not gonna win anything this season. And once they don't win anything, maybe they'll fire Mourinho. And I know it's a lot of money to fire him. I really do. But really, come on. At this point, you are United. You're Manchester United. You're better than this. Y'all have been dominating the Premier League for the last 15, 20 years. You're one of the highest, one of the most reputable. But I'm sorry, guys, my tongue got messed up. You're one of the most reputable clubs in the world. There's no reason you guys should be failing like this, and the fact that you guys are shows that you need to fix your problem. Now, if I had the club, I would get rid of Woodward and Mourinho. They both have to go. I don't care about the money. You have too many quality players, too many quality to be playing like dog shit. It's too much. There's no style to United. Everyone noticed it. Hopefully, everyone has noticed that United don't have a style. They don't have a style of play. Chelsea has a style. Liverpool has a style. City has a style. Who else? Tottenham have a style. Who else we know? Arsenal. Come on, y'all. Arsenal. And I'm an Arsenal fan, and I know what kind of shit creek we've been in for those last winger years. That's 5 people. That's 5 teams of the top teams who have a style of play. They're moving forward. United aren't moving forward. And not to add insult to injury right now, but you see Rashford playing for England, and he does not play that well for United, and it's like, oh, it's his fault. It can't be entirely his fault. When you are a soccer player, consistency can be a problem. But it's not what you should be always looking for. It's not always the case. It's not. Simply sometimes it's that I'm played in a different role. Rashford's playing on the right. I think he plays in the center for England or on the right, I think, for them. But I think the reason why he works for England is because England now has sort of a system of play. They're growing. Once again, England are moving forward. After that World Cup, which I have to say has been their best World Cup for a long time. Sorry, not a long time, but ever since 2014 one and in the Euros. Matter of fact, someone can comment below, tell me if England were even in the 2014 World Cup. Because if they were, shit, I didn't hear about them. I didn't see anything. Probably lost to some team that no one's ever heard of. What are United gonna do? All right, let's look at the home. Chelsea. I have a special. Chelsea has a special place in my heart. That was one of the greatest experiences of my life, going to Stamford Bridge when I was about 10 years old. That was the first stadium I ever went to, and it was great to see all that blue. Blue's my favorite color, so it was great to see all that. Chelsea, something that definitely was interesting about Chelsea is that they had a constant movement, and they made consistent overloads throughout each side. They would keep switching play. But I think the thing that they lack is a striker. Because in Chelsea side, the way they play, every role is a seems like pretty important. I know that sounds stupid, but I mean by we can't score a goal unless we go through this player. Jorginho, if Jorginho has bad passes, it's probably going to be a loss for Chelsea, or they're not going to win the game. That's what I mean. Like there's key aspects in the play. Jorginho's role is a key aspect. Hazard's role is a key aspect. The wingbacks, they're a key aspect. The center mids, they're a key aspect. They have to make runs through half spaces and stuff. But Morata, him playing up there, I think Chelsea could have won the game 3-4. By 3-4 goals, I think they could have had the game done and dusted if Giroud would have came on. For one, I wouldn't have started with Morata. I don't care if he got a goal. I don't care how much you're paying him. I know it's a big game. I would have put Giroud in, get those 4 goals, pop them in real quick, and then in halftime, maybe regardless of the score, put Morata in. Get that confidence going. I mean, at this point, it's not Sarri's fault. Everything is Morata's fault for not going his way. Because there were a couple of chances he had. He had one beautiful turn. He took a left-footed shot and it went low. Not enough power. Goalkeeper, all he had to do was just go on to his side, and he stopped it. So, in order to get his confidence back, truthfully, I don't know how he's gonna do it. That's a Morata problem right there. He needs to find a way because, I mean, this is his job. This is something that he can get fired from. So it's just something they've got to improve. If Chelsea get a real striker playing up there who can pop in goals, like someone like Diego Costa, which I don't like Diego Costa. People watching, I don't like him, but I can respect what he did for Chelsea. Like the amount of goals he did, and in those 3-4 years he was with us, he did good. He did good. I'm proud to say that. I'm proud to say that he was on our team. But as far as winning the league, Chelsea won't win the league unless their strikers start popping in goals. As soon as Giroud and Morata start popping in goals, I can see them winning the league. I can see them being top 2 because, well, they look like it. I mean, I've said this before, but Chelsea's a very adaptable team. To win the title playing 2 different styles in 3 years, it's insane. And then, well, I think it was 5 years with including Mourinho. So you're talking about Mourinho's stagnant play, they won the title. Conte's 5 in the back system, won the title. I believe that's it. Yep, so they have 2 titles from Mourinho and Conte, and sorry, it looks like he can deliver a title. Considering he only brought in 2 players, I think. About 2 players. Man is doing good things at Chelsea. Let's hope more of this is to come. United still in the shambles, not surprised. United, here's my prediction, y'all, so y'all can hear me straight off. I think United will finish maybe at the highest place, 5th place. 4th, maybe. If they're lucky, if they're really lucky, 4th is an option. But at this point, no, 5th, because they're playing like shit. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if they go against Liverpool, they're going to lose. Against Chelsea, it was just a bad day for Chelsea because they should have done better. They should have. United got goals they didn't deserve, but at the end of the day, they grind. United be grinding for results. Another thing I gotta talk about. I can't believe that. I really can't believe that the fact that Lukaku. United are just in such a shambles. It's crazy. It really is. And you think it wouldn't be hard to fix because it's not. It's not. It's not a hard problem to fix. Martial is the United's biggest threat. Not biggest, their biggest threat. Their biggest player. I don't care about Pogba, Lukaku, Rashford, none of the motherfuckers. No. Right now, actually it's been that way for the last years and no one's done it. No one's said anything about it. Ever notice when Martial's running at players, they have two players on him. Now, if Messi is dribbling at you, you have one player on him. No, you're gonna have two or three. That means that the other team is showing a sign of respect. When they put two people on you, you must be damn good. And the fact that they're United haven't realized it, it's for me it's downright sad because I would be starting Martial every game. Build a system around Martial. I would build a system around Pogba, Martial, and Lukaku. Or not even Lukaku, I'm sorry, Rashford. Lukaku is I'd sell him because the goals that he's been getting for United, it's never been good movement for him, really. He's never really had good movement. And the fact is that he's a target man, basically. He's a big guy who's going to score the headers. He's not getting the headers. He can only score if it's like extremely obvious chance to score, open chance to score. That's the only way he seems to score. So I would get rid of him, put Rashford in the middle, have Martial, who's a cuts in a lot. You already have Shaw. You have Shaw, a fullback who's great at overlapping, who's coming back into form after a horrible injury. Have him overlap where Martial is, because Martial's gonna drift inside. Rashford, just let him roam. Let him roam. Pogba, he should be playing attacking mid. Let Pogba play attacking mid. Him behind behind Rashford, and on the right, that can be that can be Lingard. Lingard could be on the right. Even Mata could be on the right, but the right back has to overlap. And if that doesn't happen, there's no point of him cutting inside on his left foot for like Mata does. So there's no point right now. At this point, the signings they've made, I have to be honest. I've tried ways of putting them together. It's just it's a really hard way to balance them because in the side I think that would work. Matic wouldn't be in it. Fellaini should start every match. You have the motherfucker coming off the bench all the time. Why don't you just start him? If he's truly the guy who's like, oh, he's gonna get that extra goal, he's gonna get that goal in the game, that late goal. Why don't you just start him so he can get that early goal, and then that early goal, and then take him out if you have to. These are one of my rants. This is Coach Youth, aka Coach Jordan. Maestro Soccer Training. Thank you guys for listening.